Hi children, in the previous class we come across that Joe and Laurie were talking. Laurie invited Joe to his house. In this class we'll continue from scene 3. Let's see what happens next. Scene 3. When the curtains rise, we see a young boy in a flutter of excitement at the idea of having company. He frequently glances at the door as if expecting someone. A bell peals in the distance and the boy stops transfixed, his head on the side as if listening to something. A maid walks in from the right to announce that a young lady has come to see him. Flutter means to move in quick. The flag flutter in the breeze. Excitement. Something that excites. I held my breath in excitement. Peals. Rings. She heard a peal of church bells. Transfixed. Surprised and unable to move. She dropped the mug and stood transfixed. The scene is set in the manner we see that a young boy named by Laurie was in an excited state at the idea of having Joe's company. Laurie often looks at the door as if he was awaiting for someone. The doorbell rings. Laurie got surprised, but he was unable to move because his head was other side and as if he was listened to something. A servant came and informed that Laurie, a young lady, Joe has to come and visit him. Laurie, all right, show her up. It's Miss Joe. Laurie told to the servant, it's okay, send her upside. It's Miss Joe, our neighbor. Joe appears with a covered dish in one hand and Beth's 3 kittens in the other. Appears means to come into sight, become visible. A man suddenly appeared at the doorway. Joe came with a sweet dish in one hand and also Beth's 3 kittens in the other hand. Joe, here I am, bag and baggage. Mother sent her love and would be glad if I could do anything for you. Meg wanted me to bring some of her blamanage and Beth thought her cats would be comforting. I knew you would laugh at them, but I could not refuse. Bag and baggage with all possessions. He threw her bags and baggage. Blamanage, a fruit flavored cold dessert. Blamanage looks like jelly. Joe told to the Laurie, here I am with all my possessions. My mother sent her love for you and she would be happy if I could do something for you. And my elder sister Meg offered some of her sweet dish, a fruit flavored cold dessert for you. And Beth, my third sister also thought thinks her kitten would be gladden you, and she said that I know you would be not feeling comfortable, but I could not to decline to accept that. Laurie smiles as Joe uncovers the blamanage that looks too pretty to eat. Laurie replied with a smile, and he told to when Joe uncovers the blamanage, a sweet dish, and he told to the Joe, It looks too beautiful to eat. Joe, tell the girl who put it away for your tea. It's so smooth it will slip down without hurting your sore throat. I came to amuse you. Shall I read aloud? Slip down. To move downward. She slipped down the vase. Sore throat. A pain, a condition marked by pain in the throat. I have a sore throat and a slight fever. Amuse. To hold the attention of someone pleasantly. The story was amusing. Joe told to the lorry, tell to your maid keep away for your tea because the dish was so smooth it will move down without hurting your throat. And she said that I came here to make you feel happy and asked him, shall I read aloud for you? Lorry, thank you. If you don't mind, I would rather talk. Lorry replied, thank you, Joe. And he said that if you don't mind, I would rather talk about it. Joe, not a bit. I can talk all day. Beth says, I never know when to stop. Joe replied, not a bit, Lorry. I can talk whole day. Beth told to me that I never know when to stop. Lorry, anxiously, is Beth the rosy one who stays at home a good deal and sometimes goes out with a little basket? Anxiously, full of mental distress. We are anxious about her health. Lorry asked eagerly to Joe, is Beth the gentle and shy one who always stay at home itself and sometimes she went out with a little basket? Joe, yes, she is my girl and a regular good one. She is too. Joe told, yes, she is my sister. She is ready to help for others and willing to take care of others. Lorry, the pretty one is Meg and the curly haired one is Amy. Lorry further asked to Joe, the beautiful one is Meg and one who having curly hair is Amy, isn't it, Joe? Joe looks surprised. How did you find that out? Joe was very much surprised because even though Lorry had never visited her family, but he could tell about appearance of her sisters. Lorry, why, you see, I often hear you calling to one another, and I can't help looking over at your house. I beg your pardon for being so rude, but sometimes you forget to draw the curtain at the window where the flowers are and when the lamps are lighted. It's like looking at a picture to see the fire and you all around the table with your mother. Her face is right opposite and it looks so sweet behind the flowers. I haven't got any mother, you know. His lips twitch. Pardon, sorry or excuse me. The prisoner was pardoned by the governor. Rude, impolite. He apologized to me for his rudeness. Lighted, something that makes things visible. She lighted the candle. Twitch, move suddenly and involuntarily. He began to twitch uncontrollably as I called him. Lorry said that he would watch them sitting in a drawing room by the fireplace in through his window. According to him it was like a beautiful picture, a complete family picture. And he said that I was very much rude of me peeping inside your house through my window, but I was very much curious about your family. He did so because he always enjoys watching them with their mother, because he did not have mother. Maybe he lost his mother at the early age. His lips twitched, means move suddenly and involuntarily. Gently, smoothly. It rained gently the whole day, peeping to look through a small opening. The boy is peeping in at the window. Splendid, gorgeous. She was wearing a splendid outfit. Heap, pile. She left the old newspapers lying in a heap. Bother, worry. The noise bothers me, interrupting to stop. I was annoyed with him for interrupting me. Stranger, a newcomer in a place or locality. I saw a stranger standing at the door, tossing her head. To move your head. The children tossed their heads with the teachers punished when the children tossed their heads when the teachers punished them. Joe, gently, we will never draw that curtain anymore, and I give you leave to look as much as you like. I just wish, though, instead of peeping, you would come over and see us. My mother is so splendid. She would do you heaps of good, and we would have jolly times. Wouldn't your grandpa let you? Joe felt sorry for him and told to the lorry, instead of peeping, you would come to our house any time whenever you want. My mother is so kind-hearted and she is caring, and we will spend a jolly times in our house if your grandpa let you do that. Lorry, I think he would if your mother asked him. He is very kind and he lets me do what I like pretty much. Only he is afraid I might be a bother to strangers. Lorry said to the Joe, my grandpa will permit if your mother could ask him. He said that he was a very kind-hearted man and he would permit me whatever I want to do. But only thing is he fearful about that I might be a worry to strangers. Joe, interrupting, but we are not strangers. We are neighbors, and you need not think you would be a bother. We want to know you. Joe and Lorry start talking about books. Joe stopped Lorry and she said that we are not strangers. We are your neighbors. And why you are thinking all those things? We want to know about you, Lorry. And then Joe and Lorry start talking about books. Lorry, come down and see our library. Grandpa is out, so you need not be afraid. Lorry offered to show the library to the Joe, and he said that Grandpa is out of the house, so you don't want to be afraid. You don't want to be fearful. Joe, tossing her head, I am not afraid of anything. Joe, moving her head, and she said that I am not afraid anybody. Here scene 3 ends. We'll continue scene 4 in my next video.